I liked my previous Romak heavy-duty shelving so much that I went out and bought another couple. Unfortunately, they didn't have the same model there this time, and I ended up getting the SHL031 model instead. It was a little bit shorter, but otherwise seemed exactly the same, and I thought, oh well, 500mm shorter, it'll be fine, can live with that. I put the first one together thinking the construction and design would be exactly the same, but it wasn't. So I'm doing a video of this one just to highlight the differences and to let you know why I think the SHL030 is the better shelf, and if you have an option of choosing either one, you should always get the 030 model.
Okay, I got that last 5-tier shelf from the same brand. It's a Romak, and I liked it that much that I decided to go back and get a couple more. I thought it was really well made, certainly held a lot of stuff on it. Unfortunately, when I got back, it was a special they had on, and they'd sold out of the ones I had. So I bought two of these. They're just a little bit shorter, 500mm shorter, same height, same width, and I thought they'd be identical, so I went ahead and put one up yesterday, and I thought I'd stop and make a video of this one because it is different, and I don't think it's as good, even though it's supposed to be rated for the same weights. So I thought I'd do a video of this one just so you could see what it's like before you buy it and decide just which particular model of shelf you wanted to get. Okay, once you get the lid off, that's what we've got inside. I've checked it off, all the parts are there. Looks pretty much the same as the previous one, with one important difference which we'll get to in a minute. Okay, that thing that looks like a nail is the first difference I noticed. That wasn't in the first set of shelves I got. And upon investigation, that's our upright. Our upright's in two sections, cut in half, presumably for no better reason than to make the packaging a little bit smaller. And this nail goes through there and holds the uprights together in combination with a shelf at the level of the join. And these things are supposed to sit on top of each other, and that's about probably less than 1/16 of an inch, about 1mm of metal to sit on top of each other, held in place by this nail and the shelf. So I'm not terribly impressed by that, and I think I'll put anything that's a bit light up above the third shelf, because there's two shelves above this join. Everything above that will have to be light because I don't trust it for the full weight, to be honest. So let's get it together. I'll show you a bit more once it's partly together so you see what I mean. I got the supports for the first two shelves in, and before I can go any further and put the next one in, I've got to put the extension, the upright extensions in, and then we use the shelf supports to help hold the upright extensions in position. I'll put them on and then I'll show you how that works. I hope you can see that. There's one of the shelves extensions in, and you see that gap sitting there. That'll be pulled in once we get the shelf supports in, but looking at the upright just sitting there held in by that nail, and the angle's just not quite meeting properly, doesn't fill me with confidence. So I'll put it together and then show you what it looks like once we get a shelf support in there. Okay, it's got the end piece in, and if we come around here you can see that one pin goes in below the join, and the other goes in above, and that helps hold it together. But I'm still not crazy about it. I think I prefer the other design much more. And this is another point of quality control on this particular model of shelf, which I don't particularly like. These pins here on the other shelf, to get them down that far I would have had to use a hammer and just tap them down. These I just went like that with my hand and they slipped down. Now they haven't gone all the way, so they're probably going to be tight enough, but the other shelf just generally felt better, the other model that I got. Yeah, a few little things about this one I'm not real happy with. Maybe I just got a good one in the other, but I got two of this model and they're exactly the same, and yeah, not as happy. I don't think I'd buy this model again, but I'd certainly buy the first one that I had. Okay, this is the bottom of the box. Now, I will grant that the bottom of the box has the assembly instructions and definitely shows that the uprights are in two pieces, and that part of the joining process is to put the middle shelf in on the join. However, in the shop these things were stacked on a shelf and the bottom couldn't be seen, and having bought one in the past, the 2090 by 2000 by 410 model, which was SHL030 from memory. I just assumed this one would be the same, and I got caught. As I say, not very happy with it, and definitely wouldn't put the heavy weight up on the top two shelves. Okay, well, there it is all together. That didn't take me long, and the packet says it's a two-man operation, but with a little bit of common sense, it's not hard for one man to do it. Okay, just got to sit the wire mesh shelves in. That's them sitting there, and lift it into place. I'll lift it into place first, then sit the wire mesh shelves in. No sense carrying any more weight than you have to.